on, Golf World? The boys are back. Gashouse Golf. It's the weekly fill-up. We debuted last week on YouTube. We're kind of hitting social media, left, right, and center. I'm loving what we're doing here, Travis. But that was cool, man. I enjoyed popping on YouTube and seeing these wonderful faces last week. So I love that we got that new medium. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you for all that.
You got it, man. I'm pumped to be on YouTube now. Give you guys some extra promotion.
Let's go. Like I said,
yes, sir.
No like, subscribe, ring that bell bullshit. We keep it honest here at Gashouse Golf. We are not clickbait people.
But seriously, like, comment, subscribe, give us some followers, help us get this thing promoted. Seriously.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Well, with that all being said, let's hop right into golf. We don't want to keep everybody too long. So it's the summertime now. Summer's in full swing. And I think what is due for the summer, Travis, is I'm talking a big-time giveaway. Maybe
let's go. What do we got?
Maybe somebody's thinking somebody by the name of Scotty, last name Cameron, something along those lines. More news to come on that, but I thought it's summertime, it's golf. I want it. I don't have a Scotty Cameron putter. I do love my putter though. I think we're due for something big like that. So everybody that's listening, stay tuned. Travis and I have a little bit more logistical work to do on our end, but I think we've got something big coming for you guys. Chance to get a free nice putter or something of equal value. So stay tuned on that. Comment below. Let us know what you would love as a giveaway. I know we see a lot of Scotties on Instagram and social media. Hell, if we want to give away, don't get crazy with it. I mean, if I see somebody comment they want a new stealth driver with like custom initials on it, you can take a hike. But we'll get.
You can take a hike.
Yeah, get out of here.
Oh man, I can't wait. Maybe the next 2 weeks we got this thing rolling out. So keep you guys posted. We'll put something up on Instagram, on YouTube. But go rock it for us. Go rock it out.
Let's go. Well, we've got that. We got new hats coming. We got all sorts of stuff on the Gashouse world. But before we hop on the phone today, you were letting me know there was some PGA Live PIF news, and I know as the guru of all things knowledge and statistics, give it to me live because I'm still kind of on the outside of this, and I kind of want to hear everybody's thoughts. So, what do we got?
Yeah, this just rolled out this morning. So as you guys know, the last 4 weeks since we heard the big news of the merger coming out, it was kind of some what ifs. How's this going to shape out? How's it going to look? Well, as of this morning, we're starting to get a little idea, nothing crazy, but a little idea of what's to come in the next couple of weeks. But this morning, PGA and Liv did announce that their plan to merge their commercial operations and bring the sport's top players back together under one roof is, in fact, in the works. So what's going to happen with this is that PGA Tour will hold a permanent controlling of interest in the new entity's board of directors and would maintain the majority share regardless of the PIF's investment. So as we know, PIF is probably going to be dumping in billions of dollars with a B, into this entity. And a lot of us thought, okay, if PIF is coming in, these guys are going to want control. They're going to want to take over. They're going to want to have it their way. No other way except for their way, right? Well, this is a little bit different. PGA, it sounds like they might actually keep their tour name, which you and I did both talk about what could it change to, and it was Follow the Money Tour.
Yes, Follow the Money Tour.
Sounds like that might be staying the same. Believe it or not, we might still have a PGA Tour, which to me, I think that's what needs to happen. I think it needs to stay as PGA Tour, just have a little bit of a revamp. But basically what's going to happen is the PGA Tour is going to manage, PIF is going to manage all commercial assets for the tour. So probably sponsorships, player payings, whatever you have it. PGA is going to still continue to manage the competitions. Okay. So not the craziest news right there, but at the end of this year, they did officially announce all players that are currently on Live will now be able to apply for reinstatement to the PGA Tour for the 2023-2024 season. So your boy Brooks might be back under the PGA umbrella next year. So I'm pumped to hear about that because I think these guys, whether they left for the money to grow the game, whatever it might be, I think it helps us all as fans is to put everything back under one roof. But, with that being said, what are your initial thoughts on that? Kind of wild.
Two thoughts. One, I think it's, multiple thoughts. First thought, though, is that PGA Tour is going to handle the competition. That's great. What I just heard was that if Gashouse Golf wants to get involved, we need to now go through PIF because they're handling all commercial assets. So anybody Live PIF related, please reach out to us because we will gladly get involved. So that's an interesting.
Seriously though.
Seriously. That's an interesting take. And then also, I guess my next question is a little more open ended because people can get reinstated. So, we'll call them the big hitters. Brooks, DJ, Phil. Your main guys. Liv, on the other hand, is still going to have the Liv Tour. So they're going to almost
be, you're hearing that.
It's almost like a cannibalization, because some of those guys would probably love to go back. They got their money. I'm sure it written in their contract clauses may have some more answers to this. But what's now keeping those guys from saying, hey, that was fun, I made my cash, or whatever it may be. Now I want to go back to the PGA Tour. So then Liv is almost now losing all of its best players, because I'm going to be honest, I don't see Brooks and some of those guys not trying to get back in. And yeah, I'm sure, like I said, some of the contract clauses may iron some of that out. But I feel like a lot of the guys, even the young guys who are still working on making their name, like Taylor Gooch, I can see him trying to go back. Yep. So now is Liv almost going to kind of become that past their prime tour? You see what I'm saying here? I feel like that's almost a little bit of working against themselves. And I'm curious to see who stays, who tries to go back, and now who maybe says, hey, I'm going to try to go from PGA to Liv, because now I know that I can come back if maybe that doesn't work out. I think there's a lot of open-ended questions and a lot.
There's a lot of what ifs. I mean, you look at it.
Yeah.
Right. Greg Norman, is obviously the head of Liv, the voice of Liv, has said Liv is not going anywhere. To all of us, I think every single guy is getting ready to come back to the PGA Tour. It's about the history. It's about the tournament you're playing for. I mean, name me somebody who can tell me what the Liv golf tournament is this weekend, where it's being played at, what the name of it is. There's no history behind it, right? There's no energy coming towards that. So I think you're right. I think, most of these players are going to bid to come back into the PGA Tour. We're going to have everybody under one umbrella next year. Liv might hang around. It could be maybe a lower entity, right? Some of those guys that don't make the PGA Tour. But what's mind-blowing to me is that go to Liv's Instagram. They just posted this morning, and it's their pinned post, meaning that thing is staying up there. It's about the new rules of Liv, and I think these are pretty fucking interesting, okay? Because one, PGA is merging with Liv, but Liv is making a post about next year's tournament. So it's about how these players can finish and how they continue to stay on their team. So Liv posted this morning. Players finishing in the top 24 secured their spot in the Liv Golf League for next season of 2023-2024 season. Players finishing positions 25 through 44 face potential trade or release by their team. Players finishing 45th and higher, lower, however you want to push it, are relegated out of the league, meaning these players will not be on the league or on a team if they finish 45th or worse. So to me, that says, okay, Liv is clearly looking at something for next season, or we're getting a little teaser for what this Liv PGA merger could possibly look like with some team aspects of this. But the fact that you look at, LeBron James, you've got Kyrie Irving, NFL players, Tom Brady, during the offseason, the only news that we have are when these players release that, hey, I'm potentially looking at going to Tampa Bay or to the LA Lakers, right? And it just blows the media up. Well, now golf during the offseason, you don't really ever hear about these guys, right? It's pretty quiet, really quiet all the way up until that Masters, about 3-4 weeks when you start to see those Masters commercial, it picks up. So now you think about these guys, the potential opportunity to have the PGA in the news during the offseason. Scotty Scheffler gets traded. Brooks Koepka gets cut. Cam Smith gets cut. These are big headlines, right? And what the PGA has been looking for the last couple of years, and probably the big reason this merger is how do we grow this game? How do we get it involved in social media where it's just hitting that algorithm, constantly staying in front of people? I think this is wild in two aspects. One, that Liv still thinks they're staying around. I think they're going to be gone. But two, this could potentially be a little teaser for what we're looking at the PGA Tour in the next coming years.
Yeah, what do you think? That is mind-boggling. That is mind-numbing and boggling. I think I feel like we could probably talk about this for an hour straight between people getting cut, changes, relegations, who goes up, who goes down, players coming in, out. I think there's a little bit too much of the unknown, and I just stay around, like you said. I mean, if I'm a Liv guy who made my money and I can go back, I'm probably going to try to go back. Every situation is going to be different, my man Trav, and I'm curious to see how this plays out because right now, like that flow chart, like if yes, then do this, if no, then do this. I feel like the flow chart right now is just there's 100 different options, routes you can go. With that being said, time will tell.
That's what we're talking about here. It's a guess. You never know.
It's a guess. Yeah.
I think you're right.
I'm excited to see how it unveils. It is the middle.
We'll keep you guys posted.
Season.
We're invested on this.
Yes, we are very invested on this, and I love all the up to the minute news that you have. You are just a better news analyst than I am. I'm more of a reactionary person.
Come on.
But as we're here in the middle of the golf season. I mean, we are three majors down. We've got the Open the Open is in July here. So we're a little bit more than the halfway mark before we get into the FedEx Cup and all that stuff. But, who to you right now kind of wins the middle of this season or, mid-late season accolades? Who for you is the best performing player? Who's stood out to you so far in this season?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different guys that have been absolutely rocking it in several different ways. But I got to go and bring this all the way back to Scotty Scheffler. This guy has played absolutely lights out this year. Yeah. He's been probably you and I have picked him at least 3 or 4 times since we started this. We're on week 7 right now. Missed a couple of weeks there, but we definitely picked him 3 or 4 times to win one of these guys. Put it into perspective with Scotty Scheffler and how lights out he's playing this year. He hasn't finished 12th or worse since October of last year. That is now, 9 months straight of finishing 12th or better. 16 straight events, including all of his elevated starts and 3 majors. That's insane. That is like Tiger Woods numbers. Granted, Tiger Woods, he probably still has about 6 years on the top player spot to even catch Tiger, but Scotty's playing lights out. He's made $18.6 million on the course for this year. We still have 1 major left, 2 playoff events, plus the FedEx bonus after the championship, which, as we know, that can pay out quite a few $1 million. So in all, right now, Scotty Cameron, got my mind on that damn contest. Scotty Scheffler has the potential to earn $45 million plus. I'm thinking about that, Scotty. Come on. He's got the potential to earn $45 million plus, and that's before endorsements. I mean, we're looking at now, maybe $70, $80, $90 million a year for Scotty Scheffler, and he's playing absolute lights out. And just to actually show you guys how much he's dominating, if you look at the Ryder Cup point standings, right, they pick players based off of their performance. He has currently doubled the amount of points that the number 2 player has for the Ryder Cup points right now. He can't lose.
Wow.
Not playing this weekend. I was going to pick him, but that's going to be my mid-season player of the year so far, and I think he's going to end up being the one at the end of the year that takes home the overall player of the year. Shout out to Scotty.
I mean, is it even
Scheffler, not Cameron?
Is it even worth me? Yeah, is it even worth me mentioning my pick? I mean, I have no statistics like that to back things up. I'm a feel guy. I go off emotion. I'm an emotional person. I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm half Italian. We are people that live off of emotion, and we wear it on our sleeves. You are a man of statistics and knowledge, and I was gonna pick somebody because I like how they've played this year, but I feel like it's not really worth it.
Let me guess. It's Brooks Koepka.
No, it's always Brooks Koepka. He's always my player here. Are you kidding me? No, he's not. It's Wyndham Clark. No, it's Wyndham Clark. I really like how Wyndham Clark played this year. I love that he won the Wells Fargo. That's an elevated event. I love that the fact that he won the U.S. Open at a course that was relatively unknown to most players on tour. So I got to give it to him. That is who my midpoint player of the year is. My stats on him.
Solid one. He's going on the easy route.
Money and money talks, baby. That's all it is. He's bringing in the chanchitos.
Money
so that
talks.
Is my player of the. That is my player right now of the year. Let's wrap everybody up on this. We're almost at the 15-minute mark. I know people need to get back to. They need to get back to finishing whatever reports they're running or spreadsheets they're working on. We don't want to take too much time off of them. Let's finish up on this week. We got the Rocket Mortgage.
Yep.
Tony won it last year. It was a big win for him, kind of breaking the seal a little bit. What do you feel about this week? I think this course is going to get torn up this week. I think the winner is going to be at
It is.
It's going to be like a repeat of last week. I think the slope rating on that course is 143, and the average course rating, slope rating on tour is 115 or something like that. Maybe I got those backwards, but I just feel like this course is going to get torn up there. I mean,
hey, I think it is too. It got torn up this weekend. I don't know if anybody saw that storm that came through, but it was some massive trees fell on. I think it was the 16th and 18th hole. So hopefully they clean that up. Let these guys get out there. But holy shit, that was some big trees that fell down. But yeah, like you said, last year it's again at the Detroit Golf Club. Tony finished minus 26, Cameron Young minus 21, Pendrith minus 21, and Patrick Cantlay minus 21. I mean, these guys are going to go low. It's an easier course for them. Don't have as many of the top dogs in there, this week, which, granted this week's, it's an $8.8 million purse with $1.58 million for the winner to take home. I'm going with a couple of sleepers. You called me out last week on these, so you might call me out again, but I think Ricky Fowler, he's in there.
Okay.
I think he's going to end up taking this one home as the winner this week. Okay. My sleeper, though, if everybody remembers from the President's Cup, Tom Kim, his wild personality, I think he finished ninth last year. He's actually projected to finish, I think he's one of the top 5 players in this tournament coming in this week. So my sleeper is going to be Tom Kim. My winner is going to be Ricky Fowler. I'll report back to you guys next week with a couple insights.
That was said with confidence. You know who I'm going with? I know he got some slack this year for playing slow, but he's got Joey LaCava on the bag. I think Patrick Cantlay gets the dub this year. He's played well. People don't like him. His little slowness here, there, and the next thing. But, all things aside, I feel like Tony doesn't repeat. I think Patrick Cantlay knocks on the door, takes it home. Him and Joey get a nice little paycheck. I think that's how the week shapes up. It's 4th of July weekend. Will I be watching a ton of golf? I got people coming in town. We got the beach. I got golf to play. If I can squeeze it on when I can, I will. But this is a
Happy 4th. Yep. Shout out to all. Might come see ya. Oh, look at you. I hear ya. Good for you. They do. Yep, real fast. Well, hope you guys all have a safe, fun, happy 4th of July. Go celebrate the independence of this beautiful country we live in. Peace.